Hello, welcome to Fablemancers. We are going live with our first game of Stars Without Number. And we have exciting news. We have a name for our ship.
Finally.
Super easy to come up with a name. Super easy.
Yeah, we got that right away.
First try. One and done.
It's beautiful.
Totally didn't spend like 20 minutes on it.
It was more than that. It was more than that. It was like 45. But yeah, no, it was one and done.
Yeah. Nailed it.
And let me introduce you to the crew of the Sublunar Sunfish. Yeah, because we got that on the first try.
Yeah.
And it's the best name we could have come up with on the first try.
Yeah.
Starting at the top here, I'm going to go to Kayte.
Everybody, I'm Kayte. My pronouns are they, she. I'm playing Alecto, whose pronouns are he, him. You can find me at critical.spark on Instagram. And then, I just started Twitter, so there's nothing on it, but you can find me there at criticalspark20. And yeah, I do streaming with Sam most of the time with Fablemancers. I've done a couple things with Questline, and I'm just, a big nerd.
Heck yeah. Next up is Noah.
I'm Noah. My pronouns are he, they, and I'll be playing Cog, whose pronouns are they, them, she, her. Don't complain about he, him either. I'm on Instagram as Radioactive Whitefish, where I do art and other creative stuff, and on Tumblr as Radioactive Inkstains for just an archive of my art.
Brilliant. And next up we have Carl.
Hi, my name's Carl. I'm he, him, and I'm playing Belker Williams, also he, him. And you can find me on Twitter at A Field of Carl.
And lastly but not leastly, Mint.
Hiya, I'm Mint. I'll be playing Iami, who uses she, they, it. I use they, them pronouns. You can find me on Instagram if you really want to at monomints. There's nothing on there yet, but maybe there will be if I overcome my shyness.
Ooh, do it. Do it, coward.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Post on your socials.
I'm being bullied. I'm being harassed. I can't.
And of course, I am Sam, he, him. You can also find me at Chef Cargs on Twitter and various places, or Questline, where I also play in DM. Yeah, so let's get into our game. We're going to start by acknowledging that today I'm streaming from the traditional and ancestral territories of the Muskroom Nation. It is an absolute privilege and pleasure to work and play and create on these beautiful lands. Make sure you comment below if you're on Twitch or on YouTube and tell us what lands you come from. I'd also like to acknowledge that this group uses a set of safety tools, including lines and veils, an X card system, so if at any point you see this on the screen, we are going to switch our subject and take us away from the scene that we're in. We will just end it, no consequences or anything to the scene. We're just going to get out of that space and into a better one for all of our mental health. If you at home are feeling overwhelmed by any of the scenes, there is a chance that there will be body horror and gaslighting and other things. I'll give you a full list in our actual intro, which will be done by next week. Just please step away from your screen and come back in a few minutes if you're still facing that kind of content that triggers you. Just step away and come back to the VOD, which will be up the next day on YouTube. So, without further ado, Stars Without Number, I'll wait. So, the crew of the...
Just start swipe.
we see a heavily damaged ship called the Sublunar Sunfish. You had accepted a job where you normally you navigate through metaspace into one of the more dangerous pockets, a lane that hadn't been used in quite some time, but those are where the most valuable gigs are, because you get to map out a new lane or an old lane and upload that telemetry for everyone to use to navigate more safely the next time. What you encountered on the other side were a species you've never seen before, a species of, you've simply named them space cetaceans, these flying whales that were incredibly aggressive towards your ship, and it turns out that the fuel that you contain inside of your ship was the cause for that. You quickly ejected as much of it as you could to kind of create a distraction for them, and then limped home with the last of your fuel, being unable to complete your mission. Belker, when you saw these things, what was your first intention?
I think Belker's first intention was to just kind of go around them. Like, there's weird stuff out there, and for Belker, it's just kind of go around it and get on with the job. I wasn't expecting that sort of hostile reaction.
And I mean, when you detected that they had like phase shifted and they went from this pleasant like blue-gray color to a vibrant and deadly pink and purple, what did you tell the crew?
Definitely that we had to get out of there because sustaining any damage does hurt Ivy. It's like, I believe they're looking a little hostile. Like, you know when you see a goose in a park? You're like, I think it's probably best if we go.
Kid trying to feed the goose in the park, and you're like, kid, let's go.
Listen, that looks angry. We should get out of here. I really don't want to get hurt.
When the first impact came from one of these space cetaceans, both Amy and Belker felt it. Amy feeling it kind of around you, and Belker, you stumbled a little bit, which is unlike you. You have your space legs, and you smacked your head on a console. Cog, what did you do to alleviate that situation?
Of him smashing his head, I would run up and be like, pull him up by his shoulders, and they look him in the eyes and they go, "What's your name?"
Belker.
Right. Last name?
Williams.
And where are we?
The Sublunar Sunfish.
They put their hand on his head and they wait for a minute. No concussion, we're good.
Excellent.
Abrasions? Are you bleeding? Is he bleeding?
I know that you have a thing for me, Sam, but I think that, can I just say that Alecto is like, has the gravity off and is in his room, like upside down with a keyboard out on his like data pad, and like doesn't even feel the ship really, like kind of, and like has headphones in, is listening to like terrible German metal or something, and like doesn't even notice until someone contacts him.
I think Belker's like over the intercom, like, "Hey Alecto, you better strap in. We're gonna get in some maneuvers here." And like those headphones
in. Yeah, just like yeah. on the deep dark web.
So Belker, as you prepare to make your piloting maneuver to get out, you realize that last hit from the concussive force of the cetacean hitting your hull knocked loose your navigomputer. Alecto, it's your time to shine. How did you fix this problem?
I feel like he probably noticed when like some of the electricity went out, because he's got like alarm set or whatever if like any of like the computer programming goes down. So it's like just like rocking out and doing some weird stuff on the internet. Probably he's 13. We don't want to know. And then just like there's like a blinking light on like a console in his room, and so he's gonna like push his feet on the ceiling and like propel himself towards it. And just do some like diagnostics to start with, and then try to if I can't fix the problem through just like programming, then I would contact can't remember how to say Amy. Amy, right? Sorry, it's doesn't make sense in my head when I look at the word. I would contact Amy and check to see if she can take over like the navigation of the ship at this point, or whether we have to like give manual control to the boss.
And yeah, I mean, how are you processing this trauma? Because you're experiencing physical and mental trauma from being hit.
So Amy is out of commission in terms of like navigational. You'll see the hologram like flicker in and out and have like little glitches and appear to be like walking into walls. The navigation is out. She doesn't know how to walk around the ship anymore. And if you try to follow her, she answers. Sorry. She just answers.
I was just gonna try to call you. Let's do that. I was just gonna try to call you as Alecto, so we can do it. Yeah. Yeah. So I think like if I can't get into it, I don't know what's happening, and everything's being weird. I would like, because you have a data pad too, right? So we can communicate with each other. Yeah. So I would just connect with you and just be like, "Yo, mama, what's up?"
There appears to be some substantial damage to the outside of the Sublunar Sunfish. Navigational damage.
Okay. I'm gonna turn you off, because that's kind of annoying. And he's just gonna like tap out and then radio into the to like the I don't know what. I should know more about ships if I'm going to play this game. Like bridge. Navigation deck, where the hell you are, where you drive the ship.
The cockpit?
Bridge.
That's the one. The bridge. To the bridge. And I'll say, oh, Capitan! Sounds like Mama is not doing good. How are you guys doing over there?
The nav console's out, and Alecto, what did I tell you about wearing the headphones when you're on the ship? We gotta be able to reach you somehow.
I don't know what you mean. I answered you right when I heard you on the intercom just now. I'm sorry. I'll try to go in and patch it. I mean, I'll go in and patch it. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna do some typing.
Alecto, you have a opportunity to take a riskier course of action, in which you can see like that there is more of a shortcut, like something that you can. So as you come to the conclusion as a crew that you need to eject some fuel to distract the cetaceans, your risky action is that you have a bit of a shortcut where you'll use less fuel to jump you back to Anodyne Station. But it could cause a little bit of damage to Mama.
Hey, Captain. I'm on the intercom. Captain.
Belker here.
Yes, I know. So we are looking at either losing some fuel or just jumping back to where we came from. Don't know if Mama's gonna like that. Mama cannot consent right now. What do you want to do?
Don't wanna hurt the ship. I mean, we can find new fuel, but
Or they'll hurt the ship, or if it'll just hurt. I'm not super sure I understand how that works. So it might just hurt her.
Regardless, I'd rather waste some fuel than hurt Amy.
All right, we're shooting one out. Let's go.
Yeah.
And that's right. That's what I said out loud. And I'll put in the orders.
You put in the orders and you use up all of your fuel to get back.
That's unfortunate.
You do make it back safely. Your ship has some damage structural damage from being hit a few times. Amy is looking a little, but you're in one piece. All of you are in one piece, and the damage can be repaired.
She can't find her way around, but at least she could still fly.
What you were unable to attain while you were there is a new fuel source. There were a series of frozen asteroids that contained fuel that could be refined and brought back to Anodyne Station for sale. But you weren't able to retrieve any of that.
Well, folks, looks like we're kind of back to square one here. No
Dead in
fuel.
the water? Dead in the water, Captain? Are we dead in the water?
Yes.
I'd say
dead
we're
in the water.
stealing fuel.
Oh, that sucks.
You have enough to propel yourself around this system. Like, this sector is at decent speeds, but you won't be able to traverse the metaspace and get to another sector.
We're getting money from this, right? Like the other thing we did other stuff, right? What did we do? Stuff.
No, we're not getting any money from this because we turned
thing?
and ran instead of finishing the job.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, that sucks. I'm gonna try to catch Mama. It's weird when she's not here. I mean, because she's a part of the crew, and we take care of our own.
That's right.
Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and try to see if I can access the intelligence chip and see if I can if there's a backup in there or something that I can try to draw out to at least get her to be able to talk while we're working on fixing it, so she can also help us fix it. I don't know.
You quickly realize that if you simply repair the damage to the navigational array, she'll be fine.
Can I do that? Doesn't seem like a thing I can do.
Who's your fixer?
Fixer. Is it Cog our fixer? Cog's our human fixer. Who also our ship fixer? Do we have a fixer? Is Mama our fixer? Because that's not cool.
If you just get the physical form, Ime's physical form, I'm pretty sure they'll be okay. Just not the one that's connected to the ship.
I'm a technician. I have a fix. I have the blades and not the blades, the meta tools and the kit and stuff, so I can try.
I think you're a fixer.
Oh, that's unfortunate for everybody. Okay. I'm gonna try to fix her. Also try to insert a new swear word. I'm doing that because it sounds funny.
Okay, and what's your skill level in this?
0.
0? Okay, but you do have tools, so you get to add 1 from that. So roll your d6s. Your consequence for not being able to do this correctly is that you will add a lot of swear words to Ime's vocabulary.
Oh, that's so good, though. That's fine. Weird ones, though. If that happens, I will send you a list.
It won't be, yeah, it won't be it's not like vulgar swear words. It's Ime style swear words, oh, fudge muffins.
Yeah, I'm gonna find some cyberpunk computer swearing, and I'm gonna send you that list if that happens.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm rolling just 1 then? 1d6?
2d6.
2d6. Okay. What's my D?
6. 6 is your difficulty.
Okay, let's do it. My background as a technician doesn't give me any extra dice for this, does it? I think it gave me other
You
stuff.
tell me.
I don't know, man. Okay.
You didn't say
What?
Let's see. Ooh, hey, doesn't matter. I'm amazing. Wasn't worried either, just so you all know. He was not concerned. He's upside down still, just doing it like this.
Gravity's back off. We're in that sector. So you succeed?
Yep. And the
Great.
and the word that I put in for her 1 new swear word is lug nuts.
Look, not.
Yep. I want to see if she'll use it correctly, because does AI learn? I don't know. And also, it's a funny word to say.
Just that statement. Does AI learn? I don't know. Lovely. Okay. Yeah. Your holographic form is fixed. The ship still has damage, but it's not overwhelming anymore.
Can at least project a solid form and speak in full sentences. And Ime, upon being repaired, is thank you so much, Alecto. I am very proud of how you handled that situation.
Hey, no big thing. No thing but a chicken wing.
She just sort of pats him on the back, just smiling.
Do I feel that holographic, like, is this like hard light or is this like just a hologram?
It can be. It's not great. It feels like warm, like photons passing
Like
through
warm?
your.
Okay, like warm, like when your laptop gets too hot on your lap.
Yeah, that's great. Love that.
I think he enjoys that. It's just awkward and probably blushes. Weeb.
Validation.
Yeah, don't want that.
Back on the bridge, Belker and Cog, you receive a incoming transmission.
You want to take this? You want to answer this?
I'm not good at talking to people. You go for it.
All right.
I'm on the score.
Just answer the hail.
Yeah,
This is the MW or MV Sublunar Sunfish.
Belker! Brackenshaw here. Vatican of the Anodyne Consortium.
Great to hear from you.
Back so soon. I know we were paying a premium for your services, but incredible odds.
Yeah. The thing is, we met some very grumpy space whales on the way in, and we don't have any of the stuff or any fuel.
Just
We're
gonna-
really
just
nasty.
gonna- I like just gonna use his little soundboard to go. "Boo, boo, 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 boo," into the transition.
Alecto's just playing this on the lower deck with Mom.
No. He's like, I imagine he's like listening to what's going on in the other room, and so I was playing it like on the speakers in their room so that the person on the screen would hear it because he's a little shit.
No, that system alarm's going off.
Oh, I hate when that happens. Yeah. Oof. Anyway,
Just a low
Bracken.
fuel gauge.
Yeah.
Look, you're gonna come in to the station, and we're gonna discuss how you're going to fix this in person. It clicks off.
I think that went pretty well. What do you think, Cog?
I don't really want to talk to him in person, honestly. Guy's kind of got to stick up his ass to begin with, and he is not gonna like that we don't have his fuel.
Yeah. But
What choice do we have?
yeah, I mean, we need another job so we can get more fuel, so we can get another job. So we seem pretty locked
Unless we sneak into a yard and steal some fuel.
in. Could do that. I like where
I've
you're
got
headed at.
tubes. We could put a tube into like old fuel tanks and just they make it come out, do a siphon. I do it all the time. Sure, we can figure it out. Done it like 5 times, but I'm sure we can figure it out. Yeah.
All right, that's option B. Let's see what Bracken has to say, maybe.
Yeah, whatever. Fine. Talk to the boss.
You're about an hour away from the station, limping kind of there. Before you get there, you all assemble in your mess hall and make some food. What are we eating right now? Starting with Cog. What have you heated up for yourself in the ration reclamator?
Probably just the fattest sandwich. Just eat most things shoved between 2 pieces of thick ass bread that they can find. They're like, there is so much food here compared to what I am used to in my literal junkyard community. I am going to take full advantage of that. And they have been the whole time that we've been on this trip.
Amazing.
It's on rations because of you.
I would say, I would love you to roll a survival check. How well did you
Sandwich.
prepare for this sandwich? sounds like you have like the stuff, but what level of preserves do you have?
Well, I have nothing in survive, so would that just be 1d6?
1d6. Your difficulty is 5.
Hey, 5.
Oh, yeah. You've got a few cans left of bread that are on the side, but this really incredible like device that you picked up when you were back with your parents seals in the freshness, and you were able to get some fresh bread for this last sandwich. But it's the last of the fresh bread.
Thank you, Mama LaRue, for this delicious bread.
As you take your first bite, what does it taste like?
Bread and beef and cheese and it's like a sandwich. Like a darn good sandwich. There's a little ranch on there, some salt and pepper. I don't know. Put ranch on like any type of sandwich, no matter what meat is on it, and I think God does the same. Face ranch.
And as you are eating this, how satisfied are you?
With a 5, quite. It's not the most gourmet, but it's pretty darn good. Feeling pretty full.
What's your beverage?
Fresca.
Fresca. Space Fresca. Heck yeah.
Free.
No, I've never known what that fruit is on the bottle. I'm always like, is that an Asian pear? Is it a lemon? I'm not sure.
Ambiguous citrus.
Fresca tastes like ambiguous citrus, yeah.
Well, we should have named our ship.
Ambiguous citrus.
Because it's kind of pear-shaped. That's not a citrus, never mind.
It could be. It could be.
It
Alecto,
could be if you're Fresca.
Alecto, you
That's gotta be
see,
ambiguous in it.
you see Cog eating this incredible stacked sandwich. What are you making?
Oh, I'm eating like space Lucky Charms, but only the marshmallows.
Only the marshmallows.
Dry by the handful. I'm like picking them out. Like you guys always find just like cereal boxes full of just the cereal part of the Lucky Charms. Space of the, I guess the alacrity bubbles. And yeah, just gonna walk in like.
How much does Alecto like to play with his food?
What does that mean? With his food? Like throw it into his mouth and catch it? Or like...
Okay. Do you know about the properties of marshmallows in space?
You know the properties? Of course you do. Tell me about the
They're
properties of
marshmallows,
marshmallows. I thought it was like, because they're freeze-dried marshmallows. Like, aren't they already space food?
They're gonna expand. Not in a pressurized cabin. Not in a pressurized cabin, but if you
Am I telling me?
put some in the airlock and then just let them go out into space, you can like watch them like puff up. And then
Okay, well obviously he does that. Obviously.
You can also do
Also,
this
it's
with
like
shaving cream.
I think he knows that he isn't shave. He can't grow beard. Yeah, but he's gonna like, he's gonna like handfuls and like, yeah, sure. And then he just like opens the airlock, like throws one out and watches go like. And he's thinking in his head about like if you could make something where he could like attach it to it so that when it was like, if I bring it back in, will it go again, or do I have an extra large marshmallow? Because that would be sick. Slap.
No, it'll go back,
Does it
unfortunately.
taste
But
like
Damn it!
but you're now thinking about how could you eat a marshmallow inside of a vacuum.
Oh, that's the moneymaker right there. That's what you pay me for. It's that kind of deep scientific thought.
Yeah, you see this guy. Oh, what are you drinking?
I don't think it's water. I don't think he knows what that is. It's probably like Baja Blast.
A blast?
Baja Blast, yeah.
Oh,
that's
okay,
the thing.
okay. Baja Blast.
Like like an energy drink. It's probably an energy drink, and he probably drinks way too many of them, and he is like his growth has been stunted more than it already has from being a space child. Like it's
That's just
he
the
doesn't
excuse.
have a mom to tell him what to do. He just like
Even Ivy's not appalled at the complete lack of vegetables and water that's happening right now.
I imagine Imy's like following behind him, being like, put it down.
But
Please try some water.
better yet, how have you like? Give me a couple of examples of how you've like snuck vegetables and like stuff into Alecto's food without him knowing.
Like a toddler.
Definitely like making spaghetti sauce with like ground up vegetables in it, you know. Maybe just like a chicken noodle soup where there's again, just like the blender's her best friend for this. You just hide all of that nutrients in there. Does not dare to tempt with salad.
The joke's on you. Only eats buttered noodles.
On making the spaghetti, it's just like, here, please eat it. He's like
He takes like a packet of the marshmallows and like sprinkles some on top and eats it.
Oh my lord! Yeah, that's great.
He's just wrapping carrots in his fruit roll-ups. Like
that's acceptable as long as there's carrots.
And Belker, what are you making for a little snack before heading back to the station?
Belker's making like his famous chili. He of course makes a large pot of it and offers it to everybody, and they've all had it, and they're like, "Good, okay." I think is probably the response, having had it before. It's just the sludgiest, spiciest chili you've ever eaten, and it's his favorite, but maybe not anybody else's.
What's it called?
Belker's famous chili.
Yes.
obviously.
No more explanation needed.
Yeah.
What is the secret ingredient that no one else knows that's in it?
Ooh. It's like a weird alien mushroom that he found on a planet once and like picked a bunch and has been like slowly putting a little bit of it into every chili he makes.
Will we die?
No.
Do you eat it?
You might not have a great time, but you won't die. I mean, it's just like very pungent and very spicy, but with that mushroom texture, and it's very weird. But Belker's just like into it.
Yeah, you've been like trying to like secure supply. You've got like maybe 5 portions left, and you can like stretch that out a little bit. But yeah, like definitely on the eye out for someone that can pick these mushrooms for you or supply them from whatever aeroponics they have. What are you drinking?
I think he's just got like his canteen with him. Sometimes it's water, sometimes it's hooch, and nobody can know because it's opaque.
That's pretty good hooch then if it's opaque.
I mean, the canteen's opaque.
Oh, oh no! Oh no! What happened to the water? Okay, cool, good. As everyone is feasting and getting ready to head onto the station, I mean, how are you taking care of everyone? Like, what's your prerogative here?
Making sure that obviously there's like enough oxygen in the room so people feel more awake. There's like a comfortable temperature, and they're like purifying water, even though nobody wants to drink it. It's just ready to go. It's chilled to the perfect temperature, ready to go. They might even be sitting with them in the holographic form with a holographic glass of water to just try to convince them that water would be a really good idea.
Great bitches.
Nobody listens to me when I tell them to drink water. I don't know what to do. Don't humans need water?
It's very intentionally sipping their Fresca and staring with like a side eye at the water hologram.
Belker, you know, like this level of comfort is often reserved for casino ships.
Yeah,
Feeling
this
good,
is
feeling
fun.
awake, feeling like you could do this for hours.
Sure, have to
Amazing.
go washroom. If that's alright.
Yep, absolutely.
Right, bye.
While that happens, Belker, you've kind of like, you hit your head. It's been patched up by Cog quite well. But Alecto, what noise are you making that is just making you want to like squirm, Belker?
I didn't hear that. It cracked out for me. What did you say?
What noise is Alecto making that is annoying the ever-loving shit out of Belker because he hit his head?
Oh, I think like even if he has his like earbuds or headphones or whatever off, they're like on full blast, so you can still hear it clearly in the room, and it's just like screaming, like it's some weird foreign language. And I know Carl as a person would probably enjoy that, but I assume Belker maybe doesn't.
Not at this moment.
Alecto, please turn it down. You're gonna make yourself deaf.
What down?
The music, the headphones.
I'm just kidding. I got you. Yes, Captain. Turn it down like 2 notches.
It's not enough.
And if Amy's gonna make you food, you gotta at least try and eat the stuff she puts in it, please.
You're eating your chili.
Amy's not trying to feed me vegetables. Because
Feed me vegetables?
I put vegetables in the chili.
Mm-hmm.
You can't live on marshmallows, my dude. Come on.
It's been working so far. Look at me. Prime manhood right here.
I am.
Ah.
Yeah, oh man. It didn't do the thing. It did the thing now. The thing is done.
For you?
The thing being the
What
other
thing?
screen. The other screen for the viewers. I forgot to switch.
Oh.
It's fine, it's there now. And I can fix that in post. So if this scene looks weird,
Hey.
that's why.
In post is my favorite phrase. Whatever. Okay. That's okay. Fine. Goes over and like takes the plate of spaghetti for Mimey and like sits down like with a huff, like how kids do when they're mad, and like slams on the table, but like not so hard because like you don't want to like just show your feelings, but not too crazy, and it'll just like take some bites of it.
It's surprisingly delicious.
I'm sure it is.
Do you
Eat
want
your veggies, or
to?
you'll wither away and die.
Do
Thank
you
you,
want
God.
to enjoy this and like outwardly show this? Or are you trying to be still mad and like not show that you're enjoying it?
I'm gonna not show that I'm enjoying it, but then like I'm gonna like into my calm pat to hers really quiet, be like, "This is really good, thank you."
For that outward look, to convince the other crew members here, you can either make a performance check or a connect check.
Oh, cool. What if I have nothing? Does that just 0 dice?
It's 1
I just don't
die.
get to roll 1 die. Okay.
Your difficulty is 5.
Roll the 1, so it doesn't matter probably.
So as you're eating it, you're just like enjoying it so much. You look over, you see Belker and Cog looking directly at you, enjoying this food, and immediately like scowl, like I didn't like this. Like,
Can I also say that like the music was so loud that I didn't realize I was like yelling into my compad? It was like, "Thank you, this is really good."
amazing. Now that you've had your vegetables, I think we're ready to dock with the station. So as you approach, you get the standard greeting from Anodyne Station. They send you the auto coordinates, which you put into your computer, and it automatically docks your ship. Because this is a large spaceport, like, the technology is there for that. In places that aren't like this, you're going to have to do some manual docking or try to raise a hail with the station to send you those coordinates and algorithms to be able to dock with things or to land on planets and stuff. The manual good stuff. As you dock, you hear the hiss of the docking port open, and you step out onto Anodyne Station. This is a massive two-ringed station with a central hub that's like a spike that goes all the way up, and so they call this part of Anodyne Station the Spire, and the two rings that are around it, one of them is the Habitat Ring, and the other is the arm of the consortium. This is where all of the business-like ventures of the Anodyne Consortium take place, and where you'll have to head to eventually. But for now, you're free to step onto the station, and as you kind of explore the habitat zones of the station, you are able to find the market district.
Sorry, Sam. I'm sweating so much because it's so hot in here. I'm just gonna go put on a tank top. I'll be right back.
Yep. It's almost summer. Amy, are you joining everyone and stepping off the ship?
Yes, and they switch to their physical form so that they can join them.
Let's take this opportunity to describe what you look like.
6 foot tall from the tip of the ears to the bottom of the soles of the shoes. Pink, like, armor casing that, if you removed, it would look like the inside of an old phone. There are some parts where you can see, like, this synthesized skin that, if you look really closely at it, the veins, like, there's coating in the veins, and the glow of those veins sort of match the ears and, like, the color of the hair, which is coming out of a vent. It's steam, colored steam, coming out of the vent and, like, wafting. They have little, like, I don't want to say emojis, but it's like characters in their eyes. When they're just relaxing, it's just plain circles. And just, like, various, like, glowing technology-esque lines all over.
Brilliant. Also stepping off the ship, Belker, describe yourself as you walk out into the corridor.
Belker's also about 6 feet tall, wearing just like the ship's coveralls, the sleeves rolled up and kind of the top open, covered in tattoos, right? Like neck tattoos, hands, fingers poking out from every side of the coveralls. Then he's got receding hairline that's kind of like buzzed real short with a big old mustache, stretched ears, a few battle scars, like a big chunk out of one of his ears and everything. Kind of lanky, like he's spent most of his adult life in space, and he's kind of like grown into that lifestyle a little bit, where he's kind of tall and thin and long-limbed.
Excellent. And Cog stepping out into the corridor after Belker.
Cog is about 5'4". They are wearing a tank top with a red cross and 2 chevrons on the side. That's sort of a general, like, medic symbol, as well as a utility harness with bags all over the place, and some shorts, and connected to the harness is like a leather, like, bra top under the tank top, and a bunch of makeshift armor sort of made out of, like, bits of kind of like discarded motorcycle gear and, like, old leather scraps with screws put into it as, like, these big spikes, and the end of the screws have been ground down into these spikes, but you can still kind of see the screw print. And they have a bright red undercut that has been styled into a bihawk, 2 hooks going back, and then a, like, little piece of bang coming down. and they're missing their left leg from about the knee down, and it's been replaced with an amalgamation of bone and metal, the bone being their actual leg bones recovered from the incident that lost their leg.
Incredible. And rounding out this rowdy crew, our loudest member, Alecto.
It's just because Katie's the loudest member. Hi! So Alecto looks like super cyberpunk, I think. Like, I feel like this universe is like, everyone looks pretty normal, but like I feel like it's not, like the aesthetic isn't as cyberpunk as Alecto is going with this. Like, he's going like retro version of cyberpunk. You know what I mean? Like what cyberpunk looked like in the 80s kind of thing. So he's got these like sit glasses that kind of look like gunner glasses, and that he's like always wearing even though we're inside. I don't know. I'm like trying to describe what kind of material his coat's made of. I don't know, some kind of like cool, weird, spacey rayon thing. But it's all like sort of like cyberpunky colors with I can't remember the name of the like color scheme. That's the like pinks and oranges and yellows. That has a cool name. It is, but there's like a Miami Vice version of that, and I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And he's like kind of shittily shaved, like what kind of looks like a motherboard or something, like a circuit board onto his head. It looks fine. And yeah, he's like, I guess like 5 foot, maybe a little bit less, probably 4'8" or something. He's 13. But he's also like, kids that were born in space end up having sort of like weird proportions sometimes just because of like the gravity and everything. So I think he's like, looks like a normal kid, but it's like he's definitely like his legs are too long for his torso and stuff, and he's just like a little bit weird and very lanky. And being our twink, you decide.
So as you step out onto the station, you see that the corridors are rounded. They're about 45 feet around as a like cylinder going in, opening up into larger areas which are much more expansive. But you can see like there's simulated daylight playing on the ceilings. There are ads playing just underneath the simulated daylight, so you like see these bands that are running out. Everyone's trying to sell you something, and those of you with the data pads, immediately they begin to get assaulted with like pop-ups and things like that. These are 3D pop-ups that come out of your screen. Yeah. Do you want to do anything about them, Alecto?
I'm gonna turn them off.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine he's already like, it's easy for him. Like other people are like, where the fuck is the off for each one of these things? And he's just like, click. Yeah, I would definitely. Go ahead.
Can you do that on mine too? I don't know how this thing. Can you just turn off the? Yeah, you know. Can you?
I got you, bro.
Thank you.
And he's just gonna like whip out a USB stick, like a space USB stick, and just like plug it into yours and yours will go off too.
I mean, you already can do this. Like you're already partitioned them from your site.
She's not immune to deals and propaganda, though.
She's probably interested in like what they have to say.
Oh yeah, it's like, did you know that you can save 30% on this sunscreen? Need sunscreen. She's like, oh, but do might.
Amy is like the person that bank ads are like speaking to.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're able to like multitask as well and absorb an incredible amount of information in a short period of time. So like the amount of data being thrown at you that is normally spam is just a Wednesday for you.
Is there any way from here, like would I have to like connect to something in order to do this? I want to see if our ship like has any like, I know that we're like in the port, but I want to know if we're like locked to the port by anyone other than station. So that seems like a...
Sure, give me that good old programming. Let's see it happen.
Okay, so I get 2 of them. Oh wait, I get to do, so, no, never mind. Yeah, my hacker thingy, so I get to do 3d6 and drop the lowest. I don't know how to do this on Roll20. This is going to be interesting. Oh, Roll20 just disappeared anyway. Cool.
Roll20.
Roll20, why did you go away? Okay, back. I'm back. I'm back. You guys, I'm in. You stole my line! Goddamn bitch! Okay. So I'm doing 3. Lowest was 2, so 6, so 8.
8 total. Yeah, totally. I forgot to tell you the thing, but yes. And 8 is successful, if only just. So, as you plug in and try to get some things, the regular security that you just bypass like you have 1,000 times, there's something a little more sinister in there this time, though. They've upgraded security since the last time you were here. You bypass it as well, though, and evade it long enough to be able to find out that this type of black ice could be pretty scary for yourself and your devices. It could brick your combat quite readily, but you avoided it. As you
Not mine.
you do find out that your ship is indeed magna-locked until the consortium lets you go.
Okay. I will remember this. Kayte will not, so she will write it down.
Because of the magnetic lock, should you try to use your engines to escape this place, it will tear off your hull.
So we'd have to like disengage. We'll have to have to disengage the mag locks first, and do that. That's what I wanted to
We
check
also
now.
still have no
Just
fuel.
in cases. I know we have no fuel, one thing at a time. You're not there in my head while I'm doing this.
What you could do as well, like there is a bypass. You would have to be able to reverse the magnetic polarity of the lock. Not impossible, but very difficult.
Something I want to do now. Just wanted to know, in case that comes up later, if we try to book it and our ship has a boot around it.
For those of you at home who don't speak technobabble, that basically means right now the poles of the magnets are south and north, so they are locking. What the crew could do is turn one of them so that it's north, and they'll repel each other.
And disengage the mag locks. That's what I said.
But yeah, you are able to kind of walk around this incredible place. You see it's mainly humans and the like. These are almost humans. There's a couple of variations around. Like there's longer and lankier than Belker. There's ones that have multiple eyes, multiple ears, extra digits on their hands, maybe on their feet, but you can't see that. But yeah, you know that in oxygen-rich environments, such as this one, and many planets that host carbon-based life, this form seems to be the most prominent throughout the galaxy, and that's why you don't see a lot of variation in form for humans and the like. There are other alien species that you are aware of that live in much different conditions, like sulfurous conditions, or somewhere a gel or an ooze would thrive. But not here. You don't see any of those things here. Usually they wear like really bulky tanks or have some sort of adaptation that would allow them to be in this environment.
And like, what is the vibe in this place? Is it like a hive of scum and villainy? Is it like very staid business people? Like what kind of place is this?
It's a very classist place. The tiers of people that live here. So like those that work for the consortium are high up on the ladder. You see like elegant business suits and attire. Then you see just below them are uniformed like corporate employees. They run administrations and do the dirty work that the station needs doing. There's a bustling business community here. There are also workers that work in the consortium parts of the station, which are sectioned off for refinement of resources. That is how the station maintains its operation. Because this station is technically inside of an like just on the edge of an asteroid belt. There's plenty of mining to be had up there. The worlds here in the Anodyne sector, there's only 4 worlds here. 2 of them are large gas giants, and 2 of them are a little too close to the sun, so they not for habitation, but make for excellent. Just a little, yeah, and like it's hard to mine on those planets because they're so close. They're both tidally locked, so you can mine on the far side. You just have to ensure that all of your equipment can be mobile. Otherwise, it will get moved in the sun as it can't like move into the sun. So think of it as like planet is locked. This side faces the sun. This side is safe.
Could you please call that planet Icarus, please?
Sure. Its nickname will be Icarus.
Yes.
He's just a little too close to the sun.
Just a little. The one that's a little bit further back can be Daedalus.
I mean, I went really Star Trek with my naming convention here, so it's like Anodyne 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nothing special.
Icarus for some reason, because some
Icarus.
nerd just liked Earth history.
I mean, I think that's even better. Alecto just hacked into the system and changed it.
Named it Icarus? He's like, that's funny. He doesn't use his powers for good, but he doesn't really use it for bad either. It's just for chaos.
You would know, as the crew of the Sublunar Sunfish, that there is an underbelly, there's an undercurrent to this place that you have taken advantage of a few times when you've been down on your luck. People that operate outside of the consortium that will move amounts of funds for moving undisclosed products to various sectors. You know that even though you weren't able to complete your mission, you can sell the charts of metaspace that you have, or that you were able to successfully map the lane going to and from where the cetaceans are.
Can I ask a clarifying question? It's because I'm really bad at remembering all these names and stuff. But okay, so the guy that we're going to meet is part of the Vatican's, and that's different than the other thing you just said a bunch that starts with the C, I think.
Oh, the consortium? Yeah, that's their title. So the Vatican's are like the employers. They run all the jobs and stuff
of
like
the
that.
consortium.
Right.
Okay, so it's the Catholic Church.
Nope. This is you can't Vatican if you can't. Yeah, it's a Vatican.
That was almost like a joke, Sam. I'm so proud of you. You're so close. You Vatican make a joke.
I was like, Vatican. There. That's what we were looking for.
Okay, that is clear to me now. Thank you. I was like, wait a minute, new people, same thing. Who knows?
Yeah. So Brackenshaw is a Vatican of the Anodyne Consortium.
Got it. So, Ken, what's our play?
I mean, do we want to go straight and just talk to the guy about not doing that job? Do we want to line up something else first?
Well, how much do you think he's gonna murder us? I think is a good question to ask before we go there.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna murder us, but we might have to do some work for free or do something. I don't know, but like they have our.
But you said I don't think he's gonna murder us, and that doesn't sound good because that's not. He's definitely not gonna murder us, and so I'd like to have like some sort of statistics on murder of like how likely or not we are to be murdered if we go talk to him when we took his money and then didn't bring him back anything. DM's face looks like murder, so I'd say we get some information about murdering. Hey Sam, can we roll some sort of history check to see if he's gonna murder us? I don't know.
Is he notoriously murdery?
Go for it. You can, so
It's the Vatican. Who knows?
there's two checks you could probably do here. You can either do a know check to just know, or
know.
you could roll a connect check to see how like connected you are and what you would be able to do. Of course, as players, you are more than welcome to suggest to me other courses of action. If your character would do it a different way, then just describe it.
Can I
Yeah.
do it?
Oh,
No, you go.
Can I try to make a connect check? Because like we've done business with him, I've like talked to him before, so like I want to just like see if I can get a read on him through a connect check.
Absolutely.
Help? What's the help action like in this game? Is that a thing?
You can help by making it easier, so you can do something to lower the difficulty of this check, or
So
you
I was
can
thinking.
make. Sorry.
That's okay.
I do that all the time where I stop and I'm like, but wait, there's more. I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
wait. What if you call now?
So the other way that you can help is you can help by like if you want to physically give more dice to them, is by doing your own check and then being successful on that gives them +1 die.
I was thinking about doing an administration check or administer check to see if I could like look him up in the Wikiverse to see how many people he's murdered, or people who have worked for him who have mysteriously gone missing, or have missing families or arms.
Does Mom want to help with this?
I think that she'd just be like, murder is illegal. He's not going to kill us.
Oh, well, that's not how people work, Mama. And I think you know that. that.
Yeah.
I think Mom probably hung around Belker long enough to know that that's not.
Yeah. She's like
Not-
so weirdly optimistic, like she is life support. So she's like, but murder is illegal.
Right. Still happens all the time.
It's wrong.
Yeah, you're gonna be no help to me at all. I'm gonna look
There's something that you would like me to do because I can, but it does not make sense to me why he would want to kill us.
Go to Spoogle and type in Brackenshaw and then plus murders.
For controversy, that pulls up things. Brackenshaw controversy.
Yeah, or just like or like what has he filed for his taxes lately? We can get him on that.
What role should I make for this?
So
I don't know.
administer.
Administer.
You're helping
Administer?
me help him.
You're both helping the scene, so you're both gonna be either lending. So there's a total of 1 die that you can add to this, or you can lower the difficulty.
Okay. So if I have one to administer, how many dice?
Yeah.
2. Oh, you have +1, so 3.
3d6.
Or sorry, you're blah 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 blah. That's wrong. You are rolling 2d6 and adding 1 to it, so it's a +1 because
I
you're
see.
trained. +0
And then
means
you
it's 0, and level 0 means nothing.
And do you add anything for like intelligence or anything like that?
Right.
Also, this is the point.
Intelligence is -1.
So it evens out.
So that's why there's a reason why she's so naive.
Hey, you're not rolling a
That sounds like
no
wisdom.
check.
But you have a high wisdom. You should know that people murder.
I mean, there's that too. Like,
Connect.
remember too, like when you're making your rolls, it's not like D&D where it's like locked into this must be with this stat or this attribute must be with this skill. You can mix and match. So like you can use a different mental ability. So if wisdom makes more sense, wisdom plus your whatchamacallit,
Them to like research something though? I feel like it wouldn't.
administer, connect, any of that. You can do
Can't go
yeah.
wisdom?
You can use wisdom. You can use or you could even use charisma if you tell me away, or strength if you're like threatening someone, or you have a good
Oh my
reason
god,
for it.
just go up to somebody at a stall and be like, have you heard about any murders lately?
Okay,
Yeah,
let's do that.
No, that's a bad idea!
I love it. I love it so
If
much.
Alecto says it's a bad idea, it's a really bad idea, and don't do it.
If it was suggested, she might have like turned to go do it, and then
Yeah.
pulled back. Like, oh no.
She grabbed her hologram, it's not anything. She just goes and does it anyway.
No, the hologram's on the ship. The Aimee's physical
Oh.
form is here.
Okay.
He has a cyborg body that can go
Okay.
off ship.
Carl's been sitting on this roll, I don't even know.
So let's get a connect check or an administer check. Give me a check of some sort. So roll 2d6 and add the appropriate values. So if you're trained, but if you have so if you're trained and you have your wisdom, that's +2 to your roll. And then if you're gonna hack something and like hack some information on this, make a programming check and do the same things. And Cog, how would you like to help with this?
I have level 0 and no. I could just see if I like remember hearing anything at all ever about this guy, like sort of floating in the gossip sphere. I think Cog would have like a toe in the sort of like seedy underworld gossip sphere, just keeping an eye on things.
Sweet.
We're spending so long on this, and it's gonna turn out that like this dude, like his crew has a union. They have like vacation pay. He is like totally understand, no big deal.
So this is a higher difficulty check. It is going to be a total of 10. You have the opportunity to reduce this significantly. For every success, I will reduce this check by 2.
Okay.
Rolled
I'm
my
taking
2d6 and got 11.
Yep, 2d6 and adding your no and your appropriate stat modifier, attribute modifier.
No is +0. Everything that would apply is +0, so just straight up 11.
Nice,
14.
amazing. 14, also good. Aimee.
I think I rolled the 5 -1, so 4.
So 4.
I left you
Okay,
on the ship.
so you have
I'm damaged.
Well, it was a 5. It was -1, but then +1, right?
yeah. So you have two reductions and 1 failure. So
Okay.
that will bring the skill check down to 8.
8 on 2d6.
Yes.
Ooh,
All right, I
was
believe.
kind of high. I believe in you too.
Oh, I have +0.
But
You
plus
failed.
do you add like a modifier?
I've got like I'm 0
Plus
level in the
your
skill, but
attributes.
I'm trained, and then my attributes are going to be all my mentals are +0.
Because
So
you're doing a no check.
I'm doing a connect check.
You're doing a connect check.
Charisma. Connect. Bro, you suck. What are you good at?
Shooting people and flying things around.
We can't do that for this.
Yeah, you pull up like all this information. It's a lot of like he works hard. He has treated you fairly, but he is known for having a bit of a temper. You go in not really having any extra knowledge, so it's fine. It's fine.
He's still a capitalist pig, but it's fine.
So we flash back to like 20 minutes ago. Like they're still standing there waiting for the answer to this question of like, so how much murder though? and Belker says,
I mean, I don't know, but I don't get. My gut says that we can probably go talk to him and work out some sort of deal, between the 4 of us. Like we can talk to him, figure something out. I mean,
You
like
wanna go-
we might as well, right?
go hand in hand, like, hey sir, Bale's got us. Sorry.
Yeah.
Worst case, I guess we're in a mountain of debt, and I've been shrugging off debt for like 4 years now, so...
He doesn't do murders. He doesn't do murders. It's fine. Let's go.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, we we do a job and for free or something, and then we're at square zero again. I don't know. It's kind of this business.
I believe in the goodness of humanity.
I'll eat the last of the bread.
Okay, yeah,
Steal
let's.
some more bread later.
That sounds fantastic. But later, let's flip to you going to see the Vatican, Barkshire.
Mr. Guy.
Stepping into one of the turbovaders, you are able to input the command into it, where it takes you on this little pod that flies around the station, is connected on the inside, and takes you onto the secondary ring where you were lifted into the consortium area and brought into a large corridor where you step out and you see that everything is a brilliant chrome metal. Everything is slightly gilded. The lighting in here is a little warm. The air is very pleasant. There's a mist of something. Is that sandalwood? Is that... You're not sure, but it's quite relaxing. And you see at the end of the hallway two unsavory types that you've met before. You know them as you know them both as Geezer, because you've named them Geezer 1 and Geezer 2 because you hate them. They see you
Some
coming,
geezer.
and they're just kind of like cracking their knuckles, cracking their necks, see you approach.
Hug reciprocates immediately.
Alecto like sees what's happening but doesn't really get it, so he's just like,
Oh my God. Nudges and what are you doing?
you doing?
Trying to look fucking intimidating. Duh.
Ah, that's what I'm doing.
Well, you're failing, so stop.
Oh, it's not very nice.
You see the two of them?
Team Rocket?
Just saying, John, our back.
We've told you once, we've told you 100 times. When you try to take jobs from us, you never deliver. We're gonna go and take care of your little problem in that sector. Thanks for the information.
Oh,
When getting eaten by a space whale.
We heard about the space whales, and we're going to exterminate the lot, and then bring back the
Geezers.
fuel like we were supposed to.
geezers, hey geezers,
Fun raisin ball.
Geezers.
I'm sure you'll be.
If you
Geezers.
must call us
Geezers.
that.
geezers, hey geezers. Your space whale.
Alecto.
Actually, he's gonna like go for a high five.
You see these incredibly like muscular individuals. You see that one of them has like red tattoos on their cheeks, and it's an intricate pattern that like folds around the entirety of their face. The other one has blue tattoos as they do the same. Their actual names are Benton and Jason, but you call them Geezers.
They're just like walking past us now, or are they like still
Yeah,
trash talking?
the like walking past, they look back.
Does a quick
Hey,
in their direction as we walk past.
Sam, tell me if I'm abusing my psychic powers here. But
Ooh.
so I have the ability to sense the need where I can retroactively bring an item. I bring his shoelaces so his shoe falls off and he trips.
You don't have to roll for that, right? You just use your power.
I just do it. I use an effort.
Yeah, use it. Let's go.
Have his shoelaces in my pocket, and it's like they're like big lace-up boots. I would imagine because it's space, so that it's like his whole leg just falls out of it and he trips. Trips the other guy. I hope. That's what
So-
I'm hoping.
As you tie like the legs together, you see that it pulls off one of their prosthetic legs, And as it comes out, it flies across and hits Jason, and they both are now on the ground. So like, what happened?
Oh,
How did?
it's not PC, guys.
How-
It wasn't PC.
I was like, ha! Can't even tie your boot? How are you gonna take down a whale?
You see like them like raise up their hand, like hit their comm, and send a signal out to the leg, which just automatically is magnetically attracted to their joint. I'm not sure if COG has upgraded this way, but they certainly have. Burton
That's cool.
looks up and is like,
Alecto's just like braiding a friendship bracelet out of the shoelace.
whatever, sub losers, whatever. We're out of here.
Worth it.
As you turn around, you see the doors of the Vatican's office are open, and standing in the hallway, Bracken Shaw, as he claps at the show you've just delivered. And we'll end it right there.
Can it be a slow clap though? Slow clap.
Just,
I definitely, you know what, thinking back on it, that's 100% not how that power works, but I really liked it. So
I love it. I'm so, yeah. You remembered you brought an item and you made something happen because you brought that item.
Because, like, I mean, it's not magic, it's psychic, so, like, it should be more like, oh, I really need a wrench right now, not like I need his shoelaces that are on him and they magically appear in my hands. But you know what? Love it.
Amazing.
Just,
Yeah.
As we were beefing with him, you snuck behind him and just like pulled him out.
And turned around and went, boo, 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 boo.
I mean, you got them to
Part of his
dance, so.
combat.
All right. Let's tell everyone who we are again, starting with Kayte.
Hello, I'm Kayte. I am on Instagram at critical.spark. I am sort of on Twitter, but not really, at criticalspark20. I'm here every Wednesday when we stream the show. And I am also usually playing Dungeons & Dragons, just anywhere, at any time, behind you.
Heckin', yeah. Noah.
Noah, I am on Instagram as Radioactive Voidfish and on Tumblr as Radioactive Inkstains for my art archive.
And Carl.
Carl, I'm on Twitter at A Field of Carl, and thanks everybody for listening. I'm excited for next time.
Whoop.
Mint.
Hi everybody, I'm Mint. You can find me on Instagram at monomints. And remember, eat your vegetables.
Or shrivel up and die.
Pew, 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 pew.
Fuck those words.
Marshmallows are not sustainable.
They are actually super sustainable, but just not sustainable for human bodies, okay?
Precisely.
Amazing. And I am your storyteller, your GM, Sam. You can find me at Chef Kargs on Twitter and various other social media. You can hit me up here on Fablemancers or on Questline on Tuesdays, where right now I'm playing in Eternity Fragment. But very soon we'll be announcing what we're doing next, and it involves something with this and a little bit of this and a little bit of yeah, that's all I can say so far. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us for our first game of Stars Without Number. I have had a blast with you all, and I am looking forward to seeing how you treat the Vatican, known as Bracken Shaw, next time. So, remember, the dice roll your story, but you weave the tale. Bye!
Bye!